I'm so pale.
You're on it.
Today's snow is crippling much of the Washington lowlands.
When my son was teething, he used to like to take the big fat rubber end of my vibrating toothbrush and put it in his mouth and he'd just kind of sit there like, oh yeah, that feels good. That hits a spot. My gums are itchy.
Continuing to move to the northwest.
I'm so excited. Big Red. Oh.
Great September evening. Get out to enjoy while we still have trees on the leaves, a blue sky overhead.
Once it's turned on, the sign will spell out Deli Cat Essen.
You're live. We will have much more from the tiny community of Rachel, Nevada at 6:30. Reporting live, Joe Bartels, 13 Action News.
The Democratic campaigns continue. Bernie Sanders made an appearance in Sacramento, California. Here's what
and Mizzle, Drist and, what am I saying here? Mist and Drizzle. I literally combined both.
Here's some other great town names. Lititz.
Oh, it's Lidditz.
We'll start to see some fog develop tomorrow morning as a warm front starts to lift to the north.
I got scared. I dropped my hot pocket.
ACPS bus hotline, is up and running. That was a bad word combo. Sorry, bus hotline. Oh dear.
What are your favorite places to go in Tigard? Look at this guy. He's just like chilling here.
I'm soaking up Tigard. Oh, Nina, dear, are you okay? There's a step right there.
A little bit of pleasure every single time you eat.
So you heard it. Tara Coleman, clinical nutritionist. Pleasure yourself with that food. That came out wrong.
I don't know.
Give yourself pleasure when you're eating. You know what I'm saying?
Over the last 2 years, hundreds have landed in the Summit County Medical Examiner's office.
My brother used to break in our house and steal the TV.
But now he's dead.
We're going to get to Niagara Falls at 7:30, Buffalo around 8:30, Hamburger 9 o'clock.
We tried to reach out to the man who died in this pursuit. They were unavailable for comment. Micah, back to you.
A slight chance of some it's rain. It's going to bring a possibility of some rain that will be moving into our area.
Did you grab anything when you walked out the door?
Grab nothing but 2 Tortino's pizza out of the refrigerator and my doggy, and we left. That's it. I tried to grab some other things, but they wasn't even worth it. We're going to get to Niagara Falls at 7:30, Buffalo around 8:30, Hamburger 9 o'clock.
We tried to reach out to the man who died in this pursuit. They were unavailable for comment. Micah, back to you.
It's over.
We didn't have tornadoes here until we started putting into traffic circles. Because on the count of, you want to know why? When people go round and round in circles, it causes disturbance in the atmosphere and causes tornadoes.
It's okay. Come a little closer. I'm going to stay over here by Joni.
Do they know each
No, hold him tight. Hold him tight. Hold him tight.
I am.
Hold him tight.
I am.
You got him.
I am.
That's okay. All right.
All right, Joni, you got it.
Bye. You're right.
Our anchor, Adrian Bradshaw, joining us now with a look at what folks are actually seeing on the roadways all across our state, some of the worst hit areas. Adrian?
I get tired just walking from studio to studio.
Well, the sign says that it's 4 quarters for an hour, but a quarter only gets you 15 minutes. Yeah. So if my math is correct, that's not an hour.
That's not an hour.
Not an
but
hour.
it is. And also
A quarter, 15 minutes.
Scarred for life. Details on that case when we come back.
Much of the same. You can see the impact out here.
From CCTV News headquarters in Beijing, this is Asia Today.
Welcome back to Fox 2 News at 9 a.m. Time once again to get you caught up on your news headlines. For that, the Hamburglar.
Man, I'm from Wisconsin. From Wisconsin, everybody. Well, there you go.
Coming after several high-profile incidents, including...
Let's take a live look through the steamship grill harbor cam. The Coho is back, arriving from Port Angeles with another boatload of... a boatload of tourists ready to enjoy the long weekend.
Now, even though this gym is temporary, it's going to be here for a few years, and right now students say that is more than enough for them, because this gym is a home run. Students say that this gym is a grand slam.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
There's like 1,000 people, right? You just kind of set up right here?
Oh, yeah. It's completely packed out.
You're getting photo bombed.
I know.
So, anything else you guys wanted to say?
Oh, we're just glad to be here. Move to Denver. Actually, don't anybody move to Denver.
Yeah. More for us.
Yeah.
Did I have you say you spell your name already? I forget.
No, Luisa. Luisa.
Okay, and your last name?
Morgan. Morgan.
And you?
Hannah, Hannah, Madison, Madison.
And it's t-shirt weather today. Hot dog. Grab your t-shirts, maybe even a bathing suit today. So I know we are only 13 days away from the official start. So what just came out of my mouth from the official start to fall this morning? 13 days away. I don't know what came. Ignore that. It's just, we're going to chug on through this. Okay.
And England skipper Andrew Strauss arrived in London, proudly showing off the little urn. They'll spend 4 days at home before flying out for the World Cup. And Belinda, I just can't understand how something so small can be so impressive.
Well, Mark, you would know about that. Thank you very much.
I'm Scott Mattis, live in Hernando, Mississippi, where there's been spottings of a cougar, and that's not it. That looks like a house cat, but we're just feet away from where a local man rolled his cell phone video on what some say is a cougar. I'll be right back with a live report.
Hey, is it starting to turn to sleet now where you're at?
I've never eaten at a Haas's.
Really?
Never.
Never eaten at a Haas's either. How about the winter weather?
But what we can say is that it looks for him in Uxbridge also something where there may be some concern. He had a 12,000 majority here.
12,000!
It's now down to 5,000.
5,000!
Some people think it won't happen again.
It won't happen again!
Thanks very much.
You have to be really careful out there.
You do. We've had six consecutive days of rain. Did I just...
Okay, all right. That was a Freudian slip, but we're going to pretend like we didn't hear it.
Okay, I'm gonna lose it now. Listen, it's cold outside. That's what I have to say, Tony. And it's not raining. That's the good news. Freeze warnings in effect for portions of the Ojai Valley and frost advisories elsewhere in the valleys. But we've got this cold air mass streaming in from the north. That's why it's so cold. Listen, it's gonna be Tony, I blame you. Samana is watching the traffic.
I'm sorry, I can't rescue you from this one. I usually am right there for you, Maria, but
Maria, we got to rescue me. 6. She's talking about 6 days of consecutive wet weather and cold temperatures.
It is 7:40 on a Thursday morning. We take a look at our conditions. It is a beautiful start this morning, and we have a nice summer day on the way. Melissa, please help me. Well, we'll take you to the roads this morning.
Hello and welcome.
WLWT News 5. During their speeches, sorry, we have a bit of an issue here. You may want to come back to me. Thank you.
I'm confused.
Walmart fights crime.
I need some more coffee.
We talked about picking safe Halloween costumes earlier, but now let's focus on how to save money on those costumes. Right now, Tyra Majors is live at Bakersfield Workwear and Costumes with all the tips you need to know. Tyra, you were looking quite delicious this morning, I have to say.
Wow.
Do I look like a tasty Popeye's chicken sandwich?
I am not going to answer any of these questions.
I kind of want to eat myself, but I can't. That's hilarious.
Check your panties. About 175,000 rice. I think that was supposed to be pantries.
I couldn't warn you before I saw it, and I couldn't warn you, Eric. I'm so sorry.
About 175,000 rice and slow cookers are being recalled due to fire and electric shock hazards.
Police was trying to do a stop point. The man said no, not today, and they began to race behind each other like cats and dogs. And the police car just twisted around like a tornado, girl. And the Lord just shook it up, and the man just got injured. His head went to one side, and his body went to the other side. And girl, he hit the pole. I was actually going to buy me a piece of burger from Burger King, and I just stopped right in the middle because my hunger just went.
I like to eat candy corn one color at a time. If you're really getting
You're a
OCD
nibbler.
about it. Well, I'm not always a nibbler. I'm kind of a gobbler. I eat a lot of candy.
We're oh, God. Do you understand how often we get that close?
Racing season is underway here at Mountain Hare Racetrack. Santorino's son here is giving me the inside scoop on what they do to prepare for those. Whoa.
Well, we're having a little trouble getting that story.
Let's go to Marianne Fletcher. She has more on day 2.
But in the sunshine in northwest Wales at RAF Mona, just up the road from Llanfair to Pwllgwyn, go get a Quindrobol, Llantysilio go go go. The temperature got to 21 Celsius, that's 70 in Fahrenheit.
84 in St. Pete right now. Got a Pokemon? She's looking for Pokemon right now. This is the location. You guys gotta be careful with these phones and this Pokemon. You're just walking around.
All right, Mike, so are we going to have some barbecue weather or...
You're going to have some wet meat out there.
Actually disgusting.
You know, just
Okay.
meat's just well. Oh, that's gross.
Please
Morning
put up
news.
that thing that says hyperlocal forecast now.
Good morning to you. It is 5 o'clock right now on your Wednesday morning. Thanks for joining us. I'm Kate Merrill. I'm Chris McKinnon.
I am Kate Merrill. That is Chris McKinnon, and it is a Wednesday, Danielle, because somebody needs to get some sleep.
Wow.
That is the best TV moments. This is how been here at WBC.
I've always wanted to be Kate. I texted that to Brianna last night. I said, I want to be Kate
No,
Merrill
you don't. You don't. It's very complicated. You're much better off being you.